everyone, welcome to HOA Fight Club. I'm Raylene Schifano. I make these videos to educate people, usually on HOA and condo laws, but as we're going through the session this year, I have found that there's a lot of bills that were not on my radar just because they were for nonprofit corporations, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and other things. So I'm going to review all the bills that I'm working on every week, and prior to the next week, I'll make another video about what I'm looking at for next week. So this week we went over, there were 6 different bills that I was testifying for. One was Senate Bill 5005. This one helps remove the permission to give electronic notices in corporations. And I think that's a great idea. I think that everything could be done by the internet. All of our things could be held online. So there's, with the day of the internet, we shouldn't have any problem getting our financials or anything because everything should be electronic. Even we should be able to vote. That might be a really good way for voting in HOA, that we could log in and secure a password that votes for us so we know our vote is getting there and being counted. My next one is Senate Bill 5011, which is, what was this one? This one is about communications again. So they're really worried about everything running in the state for electronic, to do everything over electronic. Like we're holding legislation by Zoom calls right now, which is good because you can participate. You can log in and be there for the time of that hearing only. You could just be there for your time of the testimony. So it works out really well doing it this way. And if more people would participate, I would really like to see that because it's really, really important that we are giving our voices. I hear that for every one email, it equals 250 people. So email your legislators, let them know how you feel. The next one is Senate Bill 5009. This is kind of a complicated law for some people, but I like this law because it establishes the Uniform Public Expression Protection Act. So it's protecting your free speech. It protects you when you are reviewing companies, or if you see something going on that's wrong in your HOA, you should be able to go and shine a light on it and get the Attorney General's attention and have him investigate. This will actually add damages for the anti-SLAPP law. I think it was about $10,000, which is great because you can establish damages. That's one reason why homeowners haven't been able to use this in the past, because it didn't have any grit or teeth in the bill. Now it does. All right, so the next one is Senate Bill 5034. This again is repealing the Nonprofit Corporation Act, a lot for communications, but it wasn't done for years. So it's been since 1967 when it was enacted, and I think they made one change in between. So it did need to be updated to deal with the electronic notices, to deal with the fact that we can get everything online, all of our notices, all of the records, everything. So there was some things that I didn't agree with. I think that nobody should ever be held harmless for anything. But I do like the fact that the government is trying to make a change. Now, I don't know if they really thought about HOA and condos as they did this, but for the whole, I think that the Nonprofit Act needed to be updated. So that was Senate Bill 5034. The next one is Senate Bill 5025. Now, this is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which did not cover anybody for anything in the past in HOA and condo associations. But now, if you're an injured, if a civil action can be done if you are injured, or if you injure, or if other people could be injured. It's kind of a complicated, they have it, I'm reading off the thing. So anyways, they give some things about giving this, again, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau some teeth to do something for unfair and deceptive practices. And they occur daily in condo associations. I mean, the board can fine you with no evidence. They can take your home. That to me is the biggest asset we have. So having the legislators adding this Consumer Financial Protection Bureau part is really important. We will be able to use this to pull out those unethical attorneys that are taking advantage of the laws for profit. They don't have to follow the fair collection laws, so that I'm going to start pushing on. So I think that it might, you never know until it goes through, have some teeth, enough teeth that it could help HOA and condo owners, and it can help other people that are also in the same issue or situations. We're not the only ones that get our houses have liens and foreclosures on. So there's other people that can do the same thing, mechanic liens and things. So anyways, then the next bill is Senate Bill 5024. And this is the one that I didn't agree with. I don't think that we should be taking any shortcuts. There shouldn't be any sort of shortcuts when it comes to building, inspections, permits. That they're there for a reason. The government is trying to push condos to be built faster so that because condos are supposed to be easier to get into when you're buying a home because they're usually cheaper. The problem is people don't understand that you buy into that condo. First of all, your HOA dues, instead of being $50 a year, are going to be anywhere, especially in Seattle, I would say $400 or more a month for HOA dues. So I don't think that rushing construction is a good thing. That will just add special assessments to consumers after they purchase. They may not know that there's damages already done or that the construction wasn't done right if we are not allowing permits. I'm a huge person for permits where the HOA the condo association that I lived in, did not pull permits for the roofs. Well, the roofs leaked, caused major damages, millions of dollars worth of damages, and these homeowners are going to have special assessments. I did notice that there was a senator that was talking about special assessments of $132,000. Can you imagine getting a special assessment for $132,000 and it's due in 30 days? So if you think that that's fair and ethical, maybe that's something that we should turn over to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau after these laws pass, because I don't think that's fair. I don't think that the vote of having to have 51% of the people there to deny a budget is good. We should always be approving the budget and voting to approve. So those are the bills for this week that I watched. I know that there's people in the Rise Up Corporation that are looking at other bills also. I will be helping them review theirs. Again, I usually do condo and HOA associations, but these laws will all apply. So next week, just before we get started, I will be testifying on Tuesday for House Bill 1108, which is going to keep people out of foreclosure due to the pandemic. So stay tuned and keep posted. We'll see you in the next one.